I think impatient work. All so often I get hit by ads on TV where it's like from the first second they're trying to shove clinical endpoints down your throat, hitting you with, their messaging pillars and all these things without actually establishing any sort of connection with the audience first. And I think as advertisers, as creatives, we really need to be able to trust in the power of an insight-driven creative campaign and really allow our audiences the moment to connect with us, believe that they want to be engaged and entertained, like at the end of the day, we all do. And so it's something I would love to see is more of work that we want to watch with and engage ourselves. I know that I'm far more likely to connect with a brand, engage with them, visit their website, if they've entertained me first, if they've hit me with content that relates to something that I love before slipping a message in, instead of coming at me with a bunch of numbers and RTBs and clinical endpoints right from the jump. I would love to ban matching luggage campaigns. Sometimes I think about the amount of money and time and investment that agencies and clients put into coming up with these just amazing, thought-provoking, juicy platform ideas. It's all too often that we see that big idea get distilled into 50 tactics that all look exactly the same. That same key visual pulled across a print piece, a banner, a website. There are some health topics that you see and you think, wow, like no one will ever be able to do this in a better way than it's already been done. And I think organ donation is one of those where there have been so many great campaigns over the years to help promote increased organ donors that, you just kind of write off the topic and you think, ugh, like it'll never get better than that. But recently a project came out called Paper Organs that was just so thought-provoking, so emotive and beautiful. Agencies that don't diversify will fail. At the end of the day, we can't connect with audiences that we don't reflect in our own employee bases. And it's so important to keep intentionally increasing our representation as the industry continues to move forward. I would love to rebrand the health issues that have fallen victim to semantic drift. Issues like OCD or PTSD that are really serious, life-threatening, debilitating disabilities that, for whatever reason, have become kind of casually tossed into conversation, phrases, jokes, punchlines for people that don't understand the real-life impact on patients that these conditions have. Something that I would love to do, just one of those things that always bounces around in my head, is some sort of real human experiment where we find people that casually drop, I just organized my fridge last night, I'm so OCD, and engage them in an experience where they firsthand see what it feels like to have an OCD spike or a PTSD flashback, whatever it is. Put them in those patients' shoes, feel, the terror, the anxiety, the pain that comes along with those conditions.